Hello, what's up YouTubers? Welcome to my channel Motor Madness. Today I'm at the Aprilia showroom Vijayanagar, Bangalore, and today I'm going to discuss about two scooters which are Aprilia 150 and Aprilia 125. Well, what is the difference between these two scooters? Well, both the scooter gets 4 standard colors, black, red, white and blue, where the 125 gets yellow and the Storm gets a different decal. The 150 have the race and the carbon black edition. Today I'm not going to talk about the specification of these scooters, so I have just put the numbers on the screen so you can go through it, and let's get started. So what are we gonna expect from this video then? Well, today I'm going to talk about the differences in the features from SR150 and SR125. So a lot of people ask, why should we invest 1 lakh rupees and plus on a scooter? Well, the scooter is pretty much basic and few elements basic and do not have that premium feel to it. For example, if you check this knob, see, the fit and finish is not that great. Similarly, a lot of things are not of that great quality in here, but there is a lot of more features which you can look for when you're looking at the scooter. This is a single cylinder 150cc scooter, and when you talk about the dash, it's pretty basic. It has a tachometer, a speedometer, digital speedometer, a gauge for ABS and the fuel indicator, the trip details and the fuel gauge, and on the top it has a timer, and that's it. Nothing extra or special available in here. When you talk about the headlamp, it still do not have a LED headlamp, which is kind of a thing for all the new scooters in the market. So when you sit on the scooter, you can see there's not much room for your leg. From the side view you can see now you do not have much space to stretch your legs like you would find in few of the scooters. If you pop up the back seat, you will not find much space. Pretty small. You can't even keep a full face helmet. Of course you can fit a half helmet in there, but nothing extra. So talking about the scooter's ground clearance, it has a pretty damn good ground clearance of I think 180 mm, and the wheels come with a disc brake and ABS unit. Race edition wheel gets an orange color, whereas the other variants get a black wheel, and the caliper on the race is golden and the other calipers are just black. Well, if you have to talk about the carbon black edition, gets a decal of carbon fiber black, and the Storm edition gets a different kind of set of decals. Well, and the Storm wheels have a knobby tire, and it does not get the ABS or a disc brake. Instead it has a standard drum brake with a different kind of unit called a CBS, and it has a different kind of grab rail. It is basically a plastic and kind of a high density plastic, so it's not gonna break easily. The rear tire is also having a knobby tire, and everything else looks pretty good. Coming to the handlebar, this is a place where you get the master cylinder for the front brake for the disc brake, and because the 125 do not come with a disc brake, they have just given some cheap fix, a plastic cap which does not fit properly, and that is kind of annoying. So if you see this one, this is the master cylinder which I told you about. So I'm already here a bit late, so I cannot take the test ride today, so which I'll be taking tomorrow, and I will complete my review then. If you remember yesterday, I couldn't take this bike for a test ride, so taking it today. So right now this is what I'm doing. Oh, there's no fuel, but I won't be going so far, so it should be alright. The bike feels quite different. It's quite premium on these levers and all. So when you're riding any vehicle, the first thing that comes to your mind is how comfortable it is to ride in city. Well, at least the suspensions on this scooter is a lot better than the other scooters that we have. Primarily it could be because of two reasons. Like I told earlier, the wheels of this scooter is quite bigger than the other scooters that we have in our market, and because of that you would get better dampening because the tires are bigger, and the position is completely upright. Something feels a little different, probably because of how tall the scooter is compared to other scooters. I own a Honda Dio, so when I say it's taller and much more vertical when you sit, the reason is because the ground clearance of the scooter is quite high, and because of that the seat height is as well a lot taller. So I don't think the handlebar of the scooter is any taller than the regular scooter. So I think I feel a little very vertical when I sit. I mean, it's kind of a good thing. Oops, okay, that actually did not hit harder than I thought, because I think the suspension is kind of good when taking the hits from smaller speed breakers like that. So the second best thing which I like about this scooter is the mirrors. Actually, the mirror is pointy around this corner and wider on the outside. So basically your arm is something which covers half of your mirror in most of the cases. So there are mirrors which are wider on the inside and leaner in the outside, but this is in reverse, so which gives a better visibility for what's coming from behind. So I like that one a lot. And I like the throttle of this bike. It has sufficient enough to push your scooter fast when it's required. The power on this scooter is quite awesome. I mean, see how fast it can go up to like 80. My god. I mean, the scooter is 150 for crying out loud, but I didn't expect it to have such a amazing throttle response. Okay. So far in the flat tarmac and little speed breakers, the scooter is handling the uneven roads pretty well, but I need to test this one out in a little what you call rough terrain, like in a road full of potholes and shitty tarmac. Then how well the scooter responds. I know a spot near this place where we have a bad road, a kind of off-road kind of situation, so I'll take the scooter there now. Okay, the brakes are pretty sturdy. There's not much what you call feedback on the brake levers when you are doing like emergency pit stop or something like that. Probably, oh, I should probably skip this part of the road. Oh, that's a very rare car to see on the street. It's a pretty old. I think it's 80s or 90s Contessa. That's one of my favorite cars, which I would rebuild or do a restoration and make it more like a Dominic's car from Fast and Furious. But yeah, that's a target for another day. But right now, let us focus on the Aprilia SR150. Damn, it's hot out today. And fucking let me go. So this is a place where we have that rough patch or a broken road. So I'm gonna take the bike in here, and that happens. Well, I most of the time come from the other way, so I'm just gonna take a round trip of this lane. Whoa, now that was fun. Wow, it felt like I was riding up on a bike, not a scooter, definitely on a bike. I mean, look at this rough patches. My god, seriously guys, I have ridden my Honda Dio a couple of times on this road, but this one so far, it's taking all that roughness on this road pretty nice. Oh wow, that was so smooth. I can't really tell you how smooth it felt running down that lane. It's not necessarily as smooth as a motorcycle. I mean, this one was like somewhere in between a scooter and a motorcycle. Definitely towards the motorcycle side. I mean, the wheels are bigger, the suspension travel is taller, and that pretty much works very well to dampen those weird rough patches or a broken tarmac. So I think for that reason I like this bike or a scooter a lot. I mean, the feel of riding this bike is more premium, so it's totally worth the price that you're paying. One thing which I see different is if you are riding on other scooters, you could just lean back and stretch your leg a lot, but the shape of the seat won't allow you so much to wiggle around, so you're pretty much stuck in the same position, and there's not much room to go front or back. So but I definitely like this bike, so I would definitely purchase this bike, and I would recommend the same for others. I mean, look at the throttle. I mean, this is like awesome. It definitely feels much better than a scooter, a regular scooter, but this is easily a good replacement for any of the 200cc bikes. I mean, the power is good, you don't have to worry about the gears and stuff, and the brakes on this scooter is good as well, so that's definitely a thumbs up.